Something with imagine having 2 producers and you still get an echo.
Oh, that's all good. Hey.
Hey.
How are you, Haki?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. That rabbit, I'd need to kick it off. It's been.
So where are we going to start at, bro? You start. Where we going to follow? I'm going to follow your lead.
NRL, bro. You know, I could not get over that Rabbitohs performance last night. I've never seen such a change that a coach has made to a team.
The other night, by the way.
Oh, sorry, yes, the other night. I don't know. Yes, on Thursday night. I've never seen a coach have that big of an impact on a team. Maybe Madge, but Wayne Bennett, man, it's just... I remember listening to the commentary, and one of the commentators said, it's not just that the Rabbitohs beat the Panthers, it's that Wayne Bennett has another win over Ivan Cleary.
Why even go there with the coaches?
I know. When I heard it, I was like, that's just starting a feud.
Yeah, it is. It is starting a feud. And someone who loves a feud, and he's done it before for the last 4 or 5 years, wins a premiership, that's Ivan Cleary.
Yep.
This is something unnormal for the Panthers, but we know the Panthers to start off very, very strong with the NRL. They pretty well go 10, 12, 13, 14, 15 unbeaten. But this is unnoted territory for Cleary.
Yep.
When you take a look at Luai, Fisher-Harris, just to name
Taruva.
2 key players
Yep.
from the forwards and the backs. Is that the formula why they're not winning? I don't know. But if someone can turn it around.
Well,
remember this, though. This is only, round 3? We've got a long way to go. Round 4? 3 or 4. But anyway, It doesn't matter because coming down to the business side of it, who will be there?
Yeah.
And are we going to reflect on talking about this? What happened to the Rabbitohs?
It's going to be really interesting because the last time the Panthers lost 3 in a row at the start of the season was 2019. 6 years ago, Whānau. And I saw a statistic from 2020 to now.
Yeah.
2020, their points conceded per game was 11, then 12, 13. Last year was 16. This year, they're at 29 points per game conceded.
Oh, well, they'll move on. Bring on next week, eh?
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting because there's a lot of good rookies coming up. Case McLean, Blaze Talangi's made the shift from the Eels, and it's going to be really interesting to see how they handle it. But I was saying, if I was Luai or Fish, you'd feel a bit of confidence coming, just seeing that game. You'd feel sad for your teammates, but it'd make you feel like I was a key part of that team.
Fish has got other stuff to focus on now.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, your Wars, bro.
My Warriors. But anyway, last night, the Roosters and Titans. That would have been a big game, I would guess. But today, we have the Dolphins and the Broncos.
That was last night.
Oh, it was last night as well. So who we got today then? The Dragons and the Storm?
Yep, Dragons play the Storm. The Storm are looking too good. Cam Munster's looking really fit. Harry Grant's looking at that whole squad. And you know the difference between the Storm and a lot of other teams this season? They haven't lost anyone.
Cowboys, Raiders?
Raiders. The Cowboys, I don't know what the hell's happening with them. I reckon they're up for a wooden spoon.
And the Doggies and the Sharks, bro. You going to go Sharks?
No, I'm going to go Doggies. I think Critter's looking really good this year. I think I'm going to go Doggies.
All right, Sunday, tomorrow.
Manly,
the Eels. With everything going on behind the scenes of DC, is that going to have an effect on the Sea Eagles?
Well, it's at Manly's home stadium as well.
It's at home too,
so what's the reception going to be like to them?
I would guess the Sea Eagles should get it over the Eels. The Eels will be feeling hurt last Sunday, losing to the Bulldogs, but we'll see what happens. But also the other game, the Warriors and the Tigers.
Tigers.
Campbelltown? Must be over there in Tigers. Yeah, Campbelltown.
Tigers, mate. 100%. They're looking really good. Luai, Taruva, Terrell, and Taylor May might be making the shift over there, restarting his career. And he was such a deadly
So who are you going for?
Tigers.
Okay, I'll go with my Warriors, eh?
Yeah,
I'll get an away win.
Now, a rumour I heard about DCE, Manly offered him 1.3 or 1.4 roughly a year for a 2-year deal. It's rumoured that he's either going to go to the Roosters or the big rumour is that he'll play for a Queensland side. And apparently I've heard Broncos could be, because he's played with a lot of those players. He knows how they play. And how I looked at it was, we all know he doesn't have long left. 2 years? He's still in his prime, but I'd say he wants to settle down with his family, you know.
He stay in Sydney, bro.
No, he come out Queensland apparently.
He'll stay in Sydney.
You reckon?
Yeah.
You're looking at the Roosters?
Oh, someone in Sydney will grab him. See what wifey says first, eh?
Yeah. Well, I saw Matty Johns talking about it, and he said for him to turn down Manly, he's already agreed just by maybe a handshake or, you know, he's already agreed to another deal. And I'm either looking at Roosters or the Broncos. Those are the two that I'm looking at. Broncos because he knows the players, knows how they all play in Queensland, and maybe wants to get a premiership before he retires, and maybe he sees the Broncos as the best.
I'll tell you now, he won't get a premiership.
You reckon?
He won't get a premiership. And I don't even know why we're talking about him, to be honest. He's done his dash. He's 36.
But he's still prime. That's
so
the
what?
thing.
So what?
He's
Who cares
still
what he does?
You're just mad because he plays for Queensland.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. Why is everyone talking about a guy who's 36? Yes, he's good. He's got like a wine. Better. Like wine does, right?
Really well.
But really, who cares?
I think the shock came more from not him.
The shock is because Manly don't want him there. He's been a stalwart of Manly. Get over it.
I don't think it's that Manly don't want him. I think he doesn't want Manly anymore.
He don't want Manly. Who cares? Like I said, who really cares?
I think the shock comes from him being such a loyal Manly player.
So what?
If I told you last year that Cherry Evans was leaving Manly, what would you say?
It wouldn't bother me because I don't follow the team. I've got no connection to the Manly team. It doesn't faze me one bit what DCE does.
Really?
Honestly.
I just think it's interesting for such a loyal player to make that switch.
Why is it such a bloody big deal? He's only one guy. Get over yourself. There's more players out there in the NRL. There's more games to watch. Why is one guy all of a sudden the headline news because of where he went?
Because
who cares? I don't really care.
He's Queensland.
He just needs to get over himself. Grow a set and play for a club he wants to play with.
Reno's talking as if the Warriors have already lost, Whare.
No, it's not about the Warriors. You brought it up, DCE.
How
Everyone just needs to get over
Imagine
it.
if he made the switch to New Zealand.
Wouldn't bother me either. I wouldn't have him.
You so would.
No, I wouldn't.
He would be so good for your back.
I would buy someone who's got prominent skill and build around the future instead of having someone that has been. Why would you buy someone 2 years?
So this is
at
why
38?
this
No,
is
I
why
wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't have him.
I'd buy him for 2 years, so then it gives you time
Waste of bloody
to
money,
build
man.
another player instead of letting them go in,
Nah.
ruin their confidence.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'd do.
No, I wouldn't.
So you'd rather chuck like a rookie in the deep end and let them
Yep,
just.
hard out.
He's always been like that, Whare. He's always been a deep ender.
You know, hard out. I would throw someone in there that I could nurture and actually nurture to be part of a club man. No different to what he was when he first started all those years gone back. Why deal with someone who's 36 on the out of his career?
Because he's good, Reno. He's good.
No,
That's
he's
why there's a difference. He's not like a Sean Johnson out here. Love you, Sean. But, he's primed. He's still Queensland ready. That's the difference. He's not washed.
Waste of bloody money, mate.
Waste of money.
Move on. Just move on.
No, we're not moving on.
We could have made this a DCE special, but I don't want to even get into it. I reckon he's a has-been.
Has-been.
36-year-old, yes. He's good.
He's not good. He's probably one of the best players at Manly right now.
We'll move on. I don't want to waste my breath on that guy. Honestly, seriously, why waste your time with him? He's 36.
And
move on.
He's 36 but runs like he's 27.
So what? Who cares? He's only one man.
We're going to come back to this when
Seriously,
DCE...
there's others that play around him in that Manly club.
Who?
There's others. There's Tommy Turbo, but there's others. He's
Tommy
only one
Turbo's
guy.
washed.
He's only one guy. Let's just move on from him. He's done his dash, man. Kick him to the curb. Seriously, I don't even know why we're talking about one guy. Let's talk about the Warriors.
Oh, what?
Having 2 wins at home. Great crowd. Your Knights
Who
gonna let
cares
them win.
about the Warriors? 2 wins and they still haven't got a premiership.
They'll win against the Tigers on Sunday,
They
tomorrow.
won't. I'll tell you.
They'll win by
They
at least
won't.
30 points. They'll send Benji second, and he'll be gone from the club, mate.
Who
Trust me.
cares about the Warriors? They're
they'll
a
win.
rubbish team. They've never won a premiership. Who cares about the Warriors?
Oh, you're going to make you eat your words on Monday when I join
I
you back
can't
in the
wait
studio.
till the Tigers. I beat them.
He's not playing.
Who said he's not playing?
I said he's not playing.
He's not. You heard it here first, Reno. Reno's picked the team.
No, I reckon the Warriors are smashing by 30 points, bro. You heard it here first on a Saturday morning sports show. How come you gone quiet?
30 points, you reckon?
Yeah, bro, we're going to
You
smash
struggled against other teams. And
We're
the
going to
Tigers.
smash them.
I'm going to call it right now. 28 to 6 to the
Fisher
Tigers.
Harris will score a try. Trust
Fisher
me.
Harris. This is the problem with the Warriors. You get one good player and you just ride with them. Same thing happened to Sean Johnson. Everyone talks Sean Johnson this, Sean Johnson that.
Nah, Warriors, bro. Warriors get the upper hand. Trust me.
The Knights are the real winners at the end of the day.
Oh,
Didn't
they're
even
not
play.
even-
We
not
got
even
2
playing.
points. And currently we're third on the ladder.
Who cares about that? Carry on.
Oh, carry on. Rhino, typical Warriors fan over here. Typical Warriors fan. No, bro, what do you got for Super Rugby?
Super Rugby, well, obviously the Chiefs played last night over the Reds. But today, our team we always talk about, the Moana Pacifica up against the Tars, 2 o'clock this afternoon.
Moana Pacifica.
Yeah, let's go there. Also today, the Fijian Drua up against the Crusaders. Now, this is this game where the Drua can get over the Crusaders, but they're running hot after last weekend smashing the defending champs, the Blues. I would guess the Crusaders be too good, but never underestimate the
I'm going
Drua.
to quote Reno again. Who cares about the Crusaders? Stuff them.
Blues and Hurricanes, bro.
Blues. Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
No.
So you jumped the gun then.
No. I'm going to stick with it because Ethan de Groot's not playing this week.
Okay, now we're talking about Highlanders. All right.
Oh,
we'll move away.
sorry. 2 yellow teams are getting them mixed up. But yeah, still Blues.
One's
Still
yellow,
Blues.
one's blue.
Screw the Canes.
Canes, you reckon?
No, Blues.
I'm going to go the Canes will smash the Blues. Blues will be all over, bro.
He's taking all the wrong picks.
Highlanders in the Force.
Force.
What colour are they?
They're Lalo.
They're yellow.
They're Lalo. They're Corfi.
Corfi. All right, bro. What about the Women's OPIC here? Because we're getting into the business side of things. In a couple of weeks, it's the finals. The Blues women, they are looking good, defending champs up against, obviously, Mata 2. You got the Hurricanes power.
Mata 2 or Mata 3?
Mata 3, bro. Nah, Mata 2. Mata 2 will host next week in the Chiefs Manawa, the Blues and the Power. Only 4 teams, but a couple of big games there. What do you reckon, bro? The women and the Blues over the Southerners, Mata 2?
Mata who? Mata 2 all the way.
Okay, I'll go the Blues women's, bro.
We're going to beat you black and blue.
Okay, Hodaki Canes Power, and of course, Tio will be in town very soon on the 19th in Paero. But anyway, who you reckon, bro? Power and Manawa.
Manawa all day.
All right.
Who you got? You got Power.
Yeah, I'd like to see them have a win, but yeah, I don't think so. They've been
Something's happening with Wellington Rugby that I don't know what it is. There.
Okay, the one that's been spoken about, obviously, over the last week or so, it's young Liam Lawson. We all know his future at Red Bull Racing is pretty well down the gutter. You do feel for the young guy. Do you know him?
Just all the stuff that he does to those drivers, like that young boy that is it Isaac Hajar?
Yeah. Rastafari, yep. Carry on.
He spun out in his debut, and he was quite emotional. You know, you're young, you've made it to F1, and you spin out on your debut. Lewis Hamilton's dad was there. Marco made this really petty comment, and like, oh, that's quite embarrassing. He shouldn't have done that. And it's like, bro, can you just like support your drivers? It's like, brother, I don't even think you could hold a steering wheel at this point.
So, going back to Liam Lawson, forget about that guy and his comments. Is Liam going to come back in the F1? Do you reckon there's potential at the age of 23?
100%. And he's young enough to do it. And honestly, I think it might be good for him, to be honest, because that Red Bull car just ain't looking as good as it has in recent years. Because they've lost Adrian Newey, their main engineer. They've built a car for Max Verstappen, who's a very aggressive driver. But even Max has come out and said it's the engineer's job to build a car that we can drive. I think they're struggling because the new regulation, I think they're focusing more on next year, I'd say. And they've just made a car. And in my opinion, the Racing Bull, the V-Carb car, is better than the Red Bull one at the moment. It's too uncontrolled. It's fast. And I feel like that's all they're focusing on is speed. It doesn't look like it handles well. It's just not. And even Max is having problems with it. Max Verstappen, who's a Red Bull dominant, even come out. And you look at how he's racing at the moment. He's not dominating normally how he does. So, to be honest, I know what's going to happen. Yuki Tsunoda's not going to be able to handle it. And Red Bull are going to look like idiots.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. It's in Japan, so we'll see how things go.
Well,
and
the T from my F1 reporter, my connect to F1, told me the talk around the paddock at the moment is Honda, massive sponsor of Red Bull. I think they still supply the engines.
Tsunoda, yeah.
So they back Yuki Tsunoda 100%. Last year, they offered Red Bull $10 million to put Tsunoda in the Red Bull seat last year. Red Bull said no, and there was something to do with Liam Lawson's contract that said if Red Bull don't find him a seat by 2025, he's open to other teams. And the same with that Isaac Hajar. So now that they've found them 2 seats in V-Carb, they've gone back to Honda and said, give us the 10 mil plus a little bit on top, and we'll put them in. So that's what the big talk is at the moment. But even, I think it's Ralph Schumacher, one of the commentators or reporters, urged Yuki Tsunoda, do not take this move. You're racing really good at the moment in a stable car. You're looking really good. This is career suicide. Because you don't know what that car's like. And I know exactly what's going to happen. He's going to be the same, if not worse, than Liam Lawson.
So if he's going to be worse in your mindset, is it going to turn around and get Liam back in the seat? Or what's going to happen? Or are they going to persevere with the guy they've got back in the seat? I reckon they're going to persevere. No. It's money, bro. It's all about money. It's money.
What I see happening, Liam Lawson getting picked up by another team.
Yeah, that's what I see too. Exactly that.
I think Red Bull's completely ruined that relationship with him. And he's been a Red Bull loyal for years now. Because if you look at history between him and Yuki Tsunoda, he's beat him in F3, he's beat him in F2. He was beating him last year when they were both in Racing Bulls. He's just the more dominant driver. Yeah. So I think they've ruined that relationship for him. I'd love to see him at McLaren. I know it's not going to happen because I think Piastri just re-signed. I think Norris is re-signing. But the other T, and Zach Brown, who's one of the big managers for McLaren, came out and said, I love him so much, Verstappen's going to go to Mercedes next year.
We'll see what happens.
Stirring the pot.
I reckon Ferrari will pick up Liam Lawson.
I'd love to see Liam Lawson in red.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, I would guess. But I suppose everyone's around the young man at 23 and making sure his headspace in the right place. Because as a country brutal. Here in Aotearoa, New Zealand, we just were all over this kid. He was the headlines everywhere. Actually, the media just chased him everywhere because he come to Melbourne and there was a huge fan base that flew across the ditch to Tasman to support him there. Wet conditions wasn't in his favour, obviously. No. Many other drivers, not only him, and then, of course, in China and everything like that. But we'll see what happens. You just got to get around him. He'll bounce back. Yeah. For who? We'll have to watch this space, I would guess. See what happens, eh?
Yeah, see what happens.
I think that's about a wrap. That's about a wrap on the Hakinakina. There's not much more. I know today, Senior B, Senior A local HD Leach Rugby gets underway. All the nicknames are released on Friday.
What are the nicknames,
Scotty
bro?
Day, I can't remember all off the top of my head. We'll come back with that next Saturday. But good luck to all of those teams.
Coromandel Cowboys all the way, baby.
Listen to this dude, eh?
Yeah. My voice cracked. My voice is gone.
And that will be it. We'll leave it at. Do it again.
DCE all the way, Reno's #1 player, Dally Cherry Evans. Reno loves you. Cut it off there before he says it. He's your biggest fan, bro.
Yeah, and to wrap it up, it is, what is our final saying on the end of our first show?
Up the Knights.
Up the Whars. See ya.